Have you ever stopped to wonder why the person with the beat up pickup or the plain hoodie can suddenly retire early, buy a rental house in cash, or jet off on a vacation without posting a single photo? The truth is, the richest people often hide in plain sight. They don't chase status symbols. They build silent systems that multiply income, reduce taxes, and protect wealth. Today, I'm sharing 13 proven high impact money growth hacks. You can start tonight. Hacks that are subtle enough nobody notices until they see your net worth quietly climbing. Hack 9 is the game changer. Once it kicks in, time becomes your ally, and wealth sneaks up before you even realize. Stay with me. Hack 1. Stealth wealth mindset. Decide now. It's more powerful to own your life than to impress strangers. When someone asks what watch you wear or what car you drive, respond, "It's solid." Focus on owning assets, not appearances. One friend kept driving her 2010 Prius, even after a promotion. The payments she avoided went into an S&P 500 index fund. 3 years later, that fund outpaced her raises. No one noticed the Prius, but at 30, she owned more financial freedom than many with brand new luxury rides. Hack 2. Automated money movement. On payday, set up automatic transfers. 10%, 15%, whatever you can afford, moves out before you see it. Out of sight equals out of temptation. I schedule mine for the moment. Direct deposit clears. By breakfast, savings is gone. One teacher sends $75 every Friday to her brokerage account. She jokes she can't remember the login. That's intentional. Because what you can't spend, you can't lose. Hack 3. Low-cost index investing. Instead of trying to pick winners, own the whole game. Low-fee index funds, total market funds, ETFs that follow the S&P 500, or Vanguard/Fidelity offerings. Even small weekly contributions, $25, $50, $100, pile up. If someone started in 2015 with $50 per week into a broad market ETF, they'd have tens of thousands by now, even after the dips. That's the power of compounding plus consistency. Hack 4. Windfall and bonus discipline. Raises, tax refunds, cash gifts, side gig payoffs. Treat sudden inflows like rocket fuel, not like permission to splurge. One hospital nurse got a $1,200 bonus. Instead of a new fridge, she paid off high-interest credit card debt. Ended up saving hundreds in interest. Now those funds are rerouted toward her emergency fund. Another colleague used inheritance money to buy dividend stocks. The passive dividend checks now pay for her car insurance every year. Hack 5. Lifestyle freeze, controlled living. Each time your income goes up, don't upgrade everything. Freeze your lifestyle for at least 6 to 12 months before spending on non-essential. A graphic artist I know lived with roommates for 2 years after a major raise. The extra rent she didn't spend went into real estate investment trusts. Then, when she finally upgraded housing, the REIT dividends covered the difference. No stress, no guilt. Hack 6. Multiple streams of income. Relying on one income stream is precarious. Get 2 or more. Side hustle, passive income, royalties, content creation, rental income, digital products, anything that can scale quietly. One security officer freelances on Sundays, editing podcast transcripts. He tucks away $250 a month. Over 5 years, that alone became his cushion, enough to weather job changes or unexpected bills without touching his main savings. Hack 7. Asset privacy and protection. Use LLC trusts, bland business names, or holding companies for rental properties, e-commerce shops, investment real estate. Keeps your ownership more discreet and shields you from solicitations and sometimes lawsuits or overreaching taxes. My friend owns 3 rentals under a company name. Most people don't know who owns them. They just see a generic company, not her. It helps keep family, neighbors, strangers from assuming wealth, asking favors, or gossiping. Hack 8. Smart tax strategy. Use every legal tax shelter you have access to. 401ks, IRAs, traditional and Roth, HSAs, deferred accounts, tax credits. Reduce taxable income and let money grow tax-advantaged. Someone making $70,000 a year in these tax deductions saved approximately $2,000 annually just by maxing 401k contributions. Then, she reinvested the tax refund. Little tweaks like that keep thousands inside your compounding engine instead of going out to Uncle Sam. Hack 9. Radical consistency over short-term gain. Wealth builds in inches, not leaps. Trust the process. Even when markets crash, headlines scream recession or your paycheck feels small. A young investor I know bought shares through 2008, 2011, 2020, even when the news was bleak. Over time, the portfolio doubled, then doubled again. She never panicked. She just trusted automatic investing, rebalanced, stayed the course. When you do this, compounding becomes unstoppable. Hack 10. Time is your superpower. The earlier you start, the more time compounds. Even small amounts invested in your 20s beat huge amounts starting in your 30s or 40s. One college intern put $20 per week into a Roth IRA starting at age 19. By 65, with average 7 to 8% returns, that skip one latte per day strategy could grow into 6 or 7 figures. Time matters more than size early on. Hack 11. Build a cash buffer, parachute and cannon. Always have emergency cash. At least 1 month of bare bones expenses, ideally 3 to 6 months. Keep it in a high yield savings account or money market fund. When the car broke down or the job paused or market dropped, this buffer keeps you from selling investments at the worst time and gives you firepower to buy when things are cheap. Cash equals peace of mind plus optionality. Hack 12. Surround yourself with growth thinkers. Your circle matters. Find friends, mentors, podcasts, books, masterminds that value financial literacy, compounding, side hustles, early retirement, passive income, not the latest tech gadget or flashy vacation. Join online forums/subreddits like r/financial independence. Attend meetups, listen to podcasts like Choose FI, The Dave Ramsey Show, Bigger Pockets. When everyone around you is leveling up, it's easier to stay disciplined. Hack 13. Quiet generosity. Give without expecting recognition. Donate anonymously. Pay for someone's groceries. Help quietly behind the scenes. Why this matters. Generosity rewires your mindset. Money becomes a tool, not a trophy. Also, you maintain humility and stay focused on building, not on being seen building. Plus, there's a psychological return in knowing you helped. Weave all 13 hacks into your life, and you become what I call a stealth wealth architect. Same hoodie, same ride, but behind the scenes, your net worth grows, your options widen, your stress drops. While others chase who's wearing what, you chase financial independence, passive income, compound returns, and freedom. Here's your first action. Tonight, log into your bank or payroll system. Set up an automatic transfer you can live with. Pick a low-cost index fund or ETF. Pay off a small piece of high-interest debt. Then, write this mantra somewhere you'll see it. Invest before I spend. Compound before I brag. Freedom before flash.